All right, what you see me doing here, this is a young purple martin that fell into my pond, and well, he was a mess. And what I'm doing here is I'm blow drying them. This is a blow dry on a low setting. Excuse me. And you know what? I figured I would film this. I'm finding it difficult to do, but he was pretty waterlogged. And even though it's warm out, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I found this guy struggling in water. Now, I don't. What's happening is these young birds come out on the porch to get fed, and even though they can't fly yet, they get knocked off. All right. And birds can suffer from hypothermia real quick. And if you have a situation like, and it doesn't matter if it's a purple martin, it doesn't matter what kind of bird it is, unless it's waterfowl. If you find a bird that's like in water, you got to get their feathers dry. And this is a little trick that I learned from parrots when I used to raise parrots. And I used to bathe the parrots by spraying with a spray bottle. Hot water, just plain hot water in a spray bottle. And then I would blow dry them on the low setting. You don't want it cool air, you don't want it hot air, you want it warm. If it's warm on your skin, it'll be warm on them. Actually, it'll be a little cool for them, but you don't want to burn them. If that makes any sense. Yeah. So, and if you see it, feathers are fluffing up nicely. I have a pretty good idea what nest he came from. You want them to be able to thermal regulate. He's looking pretty good actually now. You see there's just a little clump. There it's still. The hardest has been getting the flight feathers, because I can't open his wings. What I'm going to do is, once he's dried, good and dried, I'm going to stick a couple mealworms down his gullet, put him back in the nest. He's ready to go. And why is he so calm? Well, I don't know how long he was in that water. He was trying to get on an algae raft. I've had them actually. I found them in buckets before. We had a bucket of water out by my garden, and all the places to crash land, he crash lands in a bucket of water. So one of the things I've learned to kind of prevent this is they can actually swim. They'll use their wings, and they'll try to get to something they can pull themselves up on, like a branch or something. So in the corners, I've learned to keep the buckets down now. Turn the buckets over. You can see those breast feathers are fluffing up nicely. And no mites. It's got nice weight to him. I think the only reason he's sitting there like this is because he was hypothermic. But yeah. I thought this would be a good educational thing if you find any bird. I don't care what it is. You want to take a blow dryer to them. Find any bird that's been in water, except for waterfowl, like ducks and stuff. You don't have to do this to. But see that little clump in the front is fluffed out nicely. The nice thing about feathers is each barbel on a feather has got like a zipper. And they know how to put them back into place, even at this age. But fluffing the feathers up. Boy, this poor guy looked like a drowned rat earlier. I've been doing this for quite a while, and then I went in the house and got the phone. So, let me see if I can open up his wing. Yeah, his wings need a little bit of drying. They're not. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I know. All right. He was enjoying it earlier. He had his eyes closed, but I think he was dealing with hypothermia, so. Like I said, this isn't real hot. I can put it to my skin. But birds have a higher body temperature, so what feels warm to us might be a little cool to them. Look at them plumages, look so nice. Well, let me try to get underneath your wings here, buddy. You want to be gentle with them as best you can. Come on. We'll get you back into a nest. Okay. Yeah, so this works for any bird. I don't care what it is. If you find a bird that's downed in the water for whatever reason, if it's an adult bird, I would recommend after you get them done drying, put them in a box, cover the box so it's dark, and let them preen themselves, get all the feathers back into place. And but for a young bird like this, he's just gonna go back in the nest. I really don't think he can fly yet. He's ready. He's not ready. But let's see. All right, okay. All right. There we go. Come on. I'll make sure we get all of these. The coverts and the up in the top. If you see where my thumb is, they're still a little damp. See where my thumb is? Not the end all, but anyway, you get the picture. I think he's just about done. He looks pretty good. A lot of years of having cage birds. I've applied it to wild birds all these years, and I gave up raising cage birds when I was about 30. But you know, birds are birds to a degree, and there's some nuances to them, but when it comes to husbandry, you can even apply it to wild birds. And I know a lot of people don't go to the extremes I go to, but here we are. Okay. All right, buddy. That's it for you. Your salon session is done. Okay, hope this was informative.